Welcome to the Technology Tips by Centrend video podcast. I'm Paul LaFlamme, your host for the show. We've all come to rely on online meetings for staying connected with business associates, remote learning for our children, keeping in touch with loved ones that we can't visit in person. That's why for this first episode, I'm going to show you how to diagnose and repair one of the most popular tools we have for online meetings, Zoom. If you're just listening and can't see the screen share, don't worry. You'll still get something out of this because I'm going to talk through everything I'm doing. So let's get started in Zoom. So the scenario I'm going to present is I'm hosting a meeting and I'm told by the remote participants that my audio and video aren't working. So what do? First thing we do, and you probably all are familiar with this already, is you check to make sure that you're not muted. If you're muted, you're going to click the button to unmute. Same thing with the video. If they can't see you and you check, the first thing is to check to make sure that your video is started. You do that by putting your mouse toward the bottom of the screen, and then a panel will open up. When that panel opens up, you can choose to unmute or to start the video. But what happens if your camera fails to start? Here's an error message that might come up. What you'll want to do is check the video camera that's selected to make sure it's the right one. If I come down here and look, I've got Logi Capture, which is really not my camera. My camera is the HD Pro Webcam C920. So that's the one that I would pick to make my video turn on. Now when you pop that up, if you find you don't have a camera listed at all, then you're going to want to check your settings. If you're on a desktop, you might check your physical connection to make sure that the USB cord is plugged in. If you're on a laptop with a camera that's built into your screen, that's a little bit more of a problem and you may need tech support to help you resolve that. If a camera is not selected at all or the wrong one is selected, select the correct camera with the mouse and then you can start your video. Now if your problem is that you can't hear the other participants, click the little up arrow next to the microphone. The top section is select a microphone. The second section is select a speaker. Usually the simplest option for selecting a speaker so that you can hear the remote participants is to click Same as System. This just uses your default system sound settings. It's usually going to be the best option and it should work for you. In the top section, microphone, you'll want to change this if the complaint is that they can't hear you and you're not unmuted. Here, Same as System often doesn't work because it really doesn't know what you have. And in my example, I have 3 different things that I can choose from. I need to choose the one that's correct for my environment. If you're not sure, it's probably your webcam. You'll probably want to choose the microphone that's in your webcam. If you have a dedicated system for recording voice like a headset, then you'd want to choose that instead. If the meeting's already started, it can be awkward if your name's wrong. One time I was traveling and did a Zoom with kids back at home. To be funny, I set my name up as Daddy Dragon because that's their nickname for me. They thought it was funny, but if I don't put that back and jump on a business conference, they are going to wonder. Don't worry, you can fix this on the fly. Here's how. If you're a participant in the meeting, you have a chance to make this change I'm going to show you before you join the meeting. I'm the host of the meeting, so I really need to change this before anybody else gets on there, and I have to explain why my name is Daddy Dragon right now. So to do that, put your mouse toward the bottom to make that panel appear, and click Participants. A pop-up shows on the right where you can list all the participants in the meeting. I'm going to put the cursor over my name, and then I'm going to click More and then Rename to go ahead and change my name back to my professional name instead of my kid's nickname for me. Do that, click OK, and you're good. And that's all I have for you today. If you enjoy my podcast, please like and subscribe and share this video. Thank you.